Yo, what is going on, guys? Today is a very special video. I've been kind of holding this back for a while. This was recorded right after my first feature crystal opening. We're trying to get Hercules. Didn't get him at all, and I was pissed. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I just popped my 6-star generic Awakening Gem into Kitty Pryde. That is an extremely rare resource. There's only been, I want to say, four ever 6-star generic Awakening Gems given out in the game. Don't quote me on that. I think that's what it is, and I can tell you where each one is from. So the first one is from Abyss, which everyone can get, which I used on Captain Marvel movie. My first ever generic Awakening Gem, used it on her. And then this one here that I got was from the July weekend unit offers. Yeah. After you buy it all, there's another 3K offer after she spent like 15K units. So I did that, both of those. That's how I got my 2 generic Awakening Gems. So I've only ever had 2. And so the first one on Cat Marvel movie, now we just use one on Kitty Pryde. So like that's an extremely rare resource to have. So to be using it on a champ, I think that means like the champ must be pretty awesome. And I think Kitty is, which we're going to be talking about. So pop open a couple 6-stone crystals. Now I took her up to 669, and then a little while ago I was like, you know what? I'm really leaning towards her being my rank 4. So I'm gonna sig 200 her, and I want to be using her more, and I wanted to have her at a higher sig, and this is also going to increase my prestige by quite a bit. Before this, my prestige was, did I show it? I'm not sure if I did. Is 10,530, I think, something like that. And we'll take a look at it, what it is after. So yeah, those are the 2 ways to get the Awakening Gem. I mentioned 2 other ways. The other 2 ways, I believe, there might be another one. I think this is it though. Was 2019 Comic-Con, which MSD won. So he had that 6-star generic Awakening Gem. That was the first one ever possible to acquire. And there's only one from that method. And then I think the Summoner Showdown 2020 last year had it somewhere in the rewards at some point, even more than one. I don't know. But yeah, so I think 4 total that you could acquire. So I've gotten 2 of the 4, and so yeah, using on Cat Marvel and Kitty. So using some generics to get her the rest of the way. Unfortunately, she's 1 prestige point lower than Immortal Abomination. So if you look me up in game, I don't think she'll be my profile champion. She'll be a second. So now you see my prestige went up to 13,680. So I got, I think it was like 130 or 150 point jump, something like that. So pretty big prestige boost for me, which feels great because I still had Ghost in my prestige, but now I don't, so that's great. So helping out the alliance with that prestige, and if I rank 4 her, my prestige will be, I think it's like 14,078 or something like that, but above 14K, which is what we want. So now with this newly awakened ability and everything like that, finally I can go fight the Grandmaster, because I've been wanting to fight the Grandmaster with Kitty Pryde. She has a synergy with Emma Frost that allows her to be immune to reverse controls, which is a phenomenal synergy. And I was like, yeah, that screams Grandmaster, but Kitty is so good for the Grandmaster. I think she has the potential to be, if she's awakened. Which you guys will see at the start of the video. You know, we phased his entire special 2 and took no damage, which is pretty insane. So yeah, that awakened ability, it allows us to get hit while we're phased, you know, by anyone that can counter phasing or miss, but we just take no damage. And if you're awakened, it also, if you're unawakened, you take 80% reduced damage. But if you're awakened, you take no damage, and it's paused when you're being hit. So that pausing is so crucial. And taking no damage at all as well is also very important with being awakened. Also, you can re-trigger your incinerates with Kitty Pryde once she's awakened, and I believe it's a max of like 40% per incinerate, a chance to re-trigger it, which is really good for helping to build up her prowess multiplier. So with the Tiger synergy as well, we are unblockable when we phase above 10 prowess charges, and she's so good for this fight, man. Like, as you see, it's so easy to like get openings, and even if you screw up, Like, as long as you're phased, you don't get punished. Like, it honestly, it feels so strong, man. It really does feel strong. Some people thinking that Kitty's not worth rank 4, or maybe some people that still aren't convinced of the power of her. I think Kitty on her own is like a pretty solid champ and everything like that, but it's really the Tiger synergy. If you have that Tiger synergy, man, it just takes her to another level. It takes her to a whole nother level. It takes her to the top tier of champions in this game. That Tiger synergy is just, it is ridiculously good, man. Like, you can see, boom, I go for an intercept there. Oh, I mess it up. I get caught. I don't get punished. I take no damage, you know? Like, it's so amazing. I think this fight is just so good to showcase how strong that is. Of course, not everyone you fight is going to be, have the ability to counter miss. But if they don't have the ability to counter miss, then they just miss, and then you still get away for free, and they actually take damage when they miss. So yeah, I think Kitty is totally worth the awakening. She has amazing prestige. I read a comment that someone was like, if you want to help the Alliance, you should be rank 4 in Doom, Surfer, or Hercules. And I was like, first of all, I don't have a Surfer. Second of all, my Doom is unawakened. And third of all, I don't want to do Doom because he's so generic, And I don't have a Hercules either, so I can't do that. And, like, Kitty Pryde is only, like, a little bit below Hercules' prestige. So if someone is saying, like, Hercules is, like, a really good prestige option, then so is Kitty. Kitty's prestige is just a little bit lower than Hercules. It's very, very high prestige. Not like Surfer or Doom level, but it's still nothing to scoff at. And that's what I'm all about. I don't just want to rank up prestige champions. That just sounds so boring to me. I want to help out my Alliance and everything, but I want to do it my own way. That's always the way I've been. I want to rank up good champions that have good prestige, or really good champions that have like pretty good prestige. That's who I want to be ranking up, not meh champions that have godlike prestige. Like, that doesn't sound fun to me, and that's what this game's about at the end of the day. So of course I want to be helping out my Alliance, but at the same time, if I help out my Alliance too much and just rank up all these prestige champs and defenders, and that just makes the game not enjoyable, and then maybe I'll just quit, and then I won't be helping out anyone's Alliance, So you got to do the rank ups that are still going to make the game enjoyable, but at the same time, got to find a balance, because I still want to be helping out my Alliance. But yeah, getting back to this Grandmaster fight, dude, everything is just going so well. Like, I just feel like so much control in this fight. I feel like it's so easy to get openings. The first phase where we were just intercepting was just a joke. Like, it's honestly just so insane with that unblockability. And every time we're phasing as well, we take no damage, so we're getting to heal from the suicides. I am boosted, so my health is draining pretty quickly when I'm not phasing. That's why that number is pretty high. As you see, my PI is pretty high as well. I was just boosted to get to the path to get here quicker, and I still had the boost on when I was going into the fight. But yeah, it's all good. So what I like about Kitty is she can actually spam heavy attacks against the wall. She can do it perpetually, like forever, as long as they don't have power. But her heavy attacks is kind of useless. And I figured, like, I can just do this instead. And this way I'm phasing, so I can still be getting some healing and negating some of that poison damage. And it's just free openings, man. It's just free. Like, look how free this is. This takes no skill to do right here. And it's just so easy and free. Like, it's insane. It's honestly ridiculous. That unblockability is so nice. With Tiger, dude, she's just nuts. She's honestly just nuts. So yeah, we're just going to town, hitting this dude a ton, trying to build up my power. Here I was like, oh crap, I gotta stand still. Almost didn't complete that prompt, but we're good. Here we get parry 2 times. That's easy. Go for a reparry. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. Got that done. Keep on baiting out these specials, and as you can see, our inverted control timer is getting close to triggering, but I don't even think I looked at it when I was doing this fight, because I know I don't have to worry, it doesn't matter. With the M Frost energy, I don't have to worry about inverted controls at all, so I just put it out of my head. Here we got Strike into his block, which is the one thing we can't do with that synergy, because we're just unblockable. So yeah, throw my special to get rid of the prowess, and then we lose the unblockability. Then we get Strike his block again. I'm like, oh, okay, alright, whatever. There we go, get him wounded. we only have 11 charges, and I wanted to use my special 3 to hit like the 5%. Right there, my heavy missed too. Like, that was not good. So that first wounded phase was pretty crappy. Gonna have to really build up again, try to finish him on the next wounded phase. But yeah, so got strike my block again. I'm like, oh crap, gonna throw my special 2 here just to get rid of my prowess. But yeah, I guess I would have been unblockable anyways, so not... Yeah, I guess if I went for the L3, I could have completed that prompt. Kind of unfortunate what happened there, but it's all good. Bit of a sacrifice, I guess, using Kitty on this fight. It's free openings like the whole fight, but here, if you guys strike my block and it doesn't line up perfectly, then you can kind of get screwed over, but that's fine. 1 token of blunder, or even 2, it's not a big deal for the most part, unless you're on the path where it's 3 tokens and then it's lights out, but even still, definitely manageable and doable. But yeah, just baiting out these L1s, trying to build up as many tokens as we can, hoping to just close this out with 1 more wounded phase, and we should be able to. Right there, I was trying to reparry, but he just kept throwing heavies. But yeah, here we go, dash back. So we get him wounded, and I'm trying to just race to my special 3. I know if I can get to it, I'll kill him. So I go for a heavy, and that just does the trick. It takes him to the final phase. This final phase here was one of the easiest I've ever done. Even if I slipped up here, I'd be unblockable. Or I mean, yeah, I would be unblockable. So I'd hit him, and then I'd be phasing. So if he hit me, if I hit him when he's unstoppable, and I messed up the intercept, I'd be fine. I know I'd be fine because he would just hit my phase. I'd take no damage, and he'd pause the phase. So this was the freest 1% ever. Like, just so many free openings. Kitty's just really good for this fight, honestly. Here I'm just screwing with him. I'm just taunting him, and then throw the special 3 here, and that's lights out. Pretty easy solo, I found. Just so many easy openings. Felt really good with Kitty. Felt like I really had control of the fight. Again, with Emma Frost for bypassing vertical controls, and with Tigra. It basically just shut off so much of the annoyance of this fight, and Kitty Pryde just killed it. And that's why I think that Awakening ability is so good in matchups like this. And yeah, going forward, when we see more stuff that counters miss, she's probably going to be awesome, unless Command starts to specifically counter her. But yeah, I absolutely love Kitty Pryde. I 100% think she was worth that generic. I think she was worth the SIGs as long as I rank for her. I'm still leaning on rank 4ing her quite a bit, but it's like, it's not 100%, but a high percentage right now for sure. But that's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed that Kitty Pryde Grandmaster solo, drop a thumbs up. I've been wanting to make this video since I read that synergy, so glad to finally have made it. Sorry it took me a little while, but yeah, subscribe if you like to see more content. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.